Welcome back to another one of my rant sessions. Today I'm outside. Tonight. So, for this session, we're gonna be talking about ways to escape your fears, your regrets, and other um, irrational stuff that scares you or that you're intimidated by. So, ever since I was a child, I've been making a lot of mistakes that have been harming my mental and emotional health. So, I haven't been on good terms with myself when I was younger. And up until now, I've only been doing just fine recently because I've learned some stuff. Um, so we're gonna be talking about stuff here. Let me give you all a scenario to start with. Do you all know that feeling when you're immensely scared of someone because of a mistake you've committed against them, and you're like pretty intimidated by them, and it feels like it's hard to talk to them because of your social difference and your personalities. It's like talking with someone you know you will never come to terms with if you just talk it out. That's what I've been feeling with most of my friends in school. When I was in my younger grades, what? My younger grade levels. When I was like grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, I was pretty much paranoid of what my friends were feeling about me and what they thought about me until I realized, do these people actually care? Like, be serious right now. Will they actually care if I just don't do anything at all? Because it feels like they're just minding their own business. I've never been that one guy that someone or a group of people centralize on. So I've never really felt that feeling, but being afraid of someone in like a social way isn't really that hard to uh, get rid of. Like the fear of it isn't that hard to get rid of. You just have to realize that they're probably not thinking about you right now. And what good does it bring you if you think about them every day? Every time that I commit an offense against someone, I think about it. It just eats up at my mental fortitude day by day, second by second, even when I'm sleeping, which is partly a reason why I sleep later than usual. Most of the times I'm trying to sleep, I'm just thinking, hmm, I should have I should have apologized. I should have done the right thing. I should have thought before I've done that move. Like, isn't that relatable, guys? Now, the funny part is, it's really easy to um, it's really easy to just not mind it at all, since minding it won't do you any good. And if you're worrying about whether or not they'll leave you or they'll have some contrasting opinions about you, worry not, since people come and go. I realized that just this year in my life. I mean, late 2025 to this year, I've learned some stuff, and that's what I realized. I guess people have already realized that before me, like my peers, my friends, everybody my age have realized that, except for me. I'm, I should say, a perceptive guy. I can understand stuff quickly. I'm not dumb in any way besides rational thinking, I think. Uh, Part of why I think rational irrationally is because I think I have some sort of, what do you call it? Is that one? It's like a syndrome, like being irrational. But I've been getting a hang of my feelings and what I should say. I've been controlling it more, holding it in, and yeah, I'm just better overall at stopping myself from doing something bad. Uh, what else? Let's get back to the topic for a little bit since there's some stuff, some things I would like to still point out about that topic. It's a wide topic. We can tackle it for hours if we need to. Um, if you're in school and you're doing other things besides learning and having wholesome conversations with others, then you're practically wasting time. Since if you're overthinking something about another person, that's time you could be using for your assignments, for everything you love, your hobbies, your future. I realized that too late. I realized that 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And maybe even way before that. Since grade 6, I was in online class, not yet IRL. And it did really got much worse IRL. Situations varied. Um, from online class, it was meh. It was pretty bad still, but when it got to grade 7, it was horrifying for me. I was just a young child back then, and yeah, I was really scared. I would sleep at like 3 a.m. every night just because I wanted to get away from school for a bit. I wanted to, like, please don't let me go back there, please. And I didn't realize if I just started focusing on myself from that point onwards, then none of the bad things in my life would have happened. I would have, I'd probably be much smarter, physically, physically stronger, healthier, and everything about me would be better. Like my physical stats, aspects, my personality would be better. But hey, you can't turn back time. All the mistakes I've committed, they're all set in stone, and that goes for everybody, which is probably the only fair thing in life, or um, one of the fairest things in life. It's really such a justifiable thing since nobody's gonna complain if you can't turn back time. um, Anyways, there's so many mosquitoes here. Uh, if you're in grade 7 right now, or younger, or at the same age as me, take my word, even just a tiny bit. If you're worrying about matters right now, then you should be worrying about your future. What if these matters happen in the future? Would you still be faced with trouble or stuff like that? Um, it is harder than it is easier to say than to do, since you can't just get it out of your brain instantly. You can't get what they said, what what unraveled on that incident out of your brain just that easily. Since every day you'll be looking at them, you'll be meeting with them, talking with them, you'll be near them, conversing with them, everything. You'll be doing stuff with them. You just can't avoid them. And the more you try to avoid it, the worse it will become. Trust me on this. More bad things will continue to happen the more you avoid them. And I know that feeling sucks when you are helpless and you can't do anything other than to whine about it, I guess. And the only correct answer there is not to whine about it. Just continue onwards, act normal as before. But like after that incident, I can't act normal. Like, yeah, that really does happen, huh? But hey, who's gonna blame you if you're still acting normal after such an incident? People change all the time, and staying the same way for good after an incident that happened after some sort of irrational logic involved in it is very well not bad. Just stay yourself. If you were good before, then just be good after the incident. I'm saying the incident because this is one specific matter of mine, and if it's relating to you, then that's pretty nice. No, I didn't mean it in the you know, oh my god, I'm just making it worse. I'm sorry. It's pretty late here, and oh yeah, there's a part of me that I also struggle with. Whenever I'm sleepy, I usually do irrational things, and most of the time I'm sleepy. My personality, my habits, everything about me has turned me into a sleepless person. I sleep less than like 6 hours a day. I just take back what I sleep from naps, small rests, I mean, like short rests, I mean. And yeah, what else did I want to? Uh, oh yeah, if you're my age, like I said before, just prioritize yourself. It really isn't that big of a deal to your future self, that is. Imagine this. It's your it's future you and you've forgotten all about the past. That's what I was thinking before, since like is it normal if I cry about this matter? Even though in the future I wouldn't be crying about it, I'd probably forget it. I don't know if I'm making sense right now. It's like I know this is only a phase or type of shit. Like you understand that it's just a phase, so you don't put much mind to it. That's why you're able to ignore it. Does that make sense? Since I realized that if I take this seriously to heart, like emotionally wise, I could probably learn more from it than if I ignored it, because I'm thinking that in the future I'd probably have harder matters to deal with than this, and that this is quite irrelevant. And I'm not sure if I did the right thing, since I've thought of those possibilities, and I guess I did learn something from it. I developed like character development and shit, you know. Everybody develops. Nobody stays the same person forever. At least that's what I think. Um it's a weird way of thinking, huh? Since you're saying here that uh should I really be thinking about this? If in the future I'll be dealing with harder matters and way controversial takes, is this small, like, beginner problem really such a big deal right now? It will just pass. Sooner or later, it will pass on. And if it really does pass away, everybody forgets about it, then that's good. But if it doesn't, then you should do the right thing and think logically for a second. Think what good it would bring if you were to engage in it again, if you were to apologize, or to confront them and to just make peace with them. Like, those are two options that you could do. And back then, I did neither. I didn't confront them nor apologize to them. I just thought about it in my head. It was haunting me all night and day since I was scared. But my cowardice engulfed me. I was thinking, if I don't apologize, they'll probably think of me as a bad person. But if I do apologize, they'll probably think of me as someone who apologized late and didn't, like, it's so hard. And then I realized they're just people in the end. Maybe they'll understand, you know, maybe they'll understand, but me not having the best experiences with people led me to think that they will never understand, since I may say some things that aren't logical at those times. So I'm afraid to apologize or confront people that I've committed grave offenses to, since I'm afraid I might say something wrong again, I might cry, I might emotionally break down, and it all just makes me fear it more. It amplifies, it stacks on. It's scary, really scary. And if I just had a button that I could turn on and off to stop thinking about stuff like that, then I'd probably be better right now. I wish I had that kind of button. Don't you guys wish that you had that type of button? Like, I mean, a flip. Too bad. That would really have helped me back then, like, a lot. That would have probably altered my life. Now, speaking from what little experience I may have, let's draw a conclusion to it. I have some stuff to do after this video, so I'll be ending it after a bit. Um, so what I'm trying to say from this video is, really, the main point is, one, just focus on yourself, and two, if you have some contrasting thoughts, then the best choice is to calm down first. Let it go for a bit. Think about other stuff. Focus on your life to avoid making more mistakes. And when you're free, but not conflicting with your sleep schedule or anything else that you may be doing, like when you're completely free, when you're just alone by yourself, thinking, free space, don't doom scroll. Don't doom scroll nor entertain yourself, procrastinate. It will just make it worse. Think about the matter if you're free. Think about everything that you've said, what you've done wrong, if you should wanted to apologize or confront them. And yeah, think about it. And four, um, think about your future. If I had said this to my younger self, it would say, yeah, no shit, bro. Really, you should think about your future even when you're that old. That's probably what 10 or 11-year-old me would have said. And you wouldn't have understood understood the deeper meaning behind those words. Man, I was just way too friendless back then. I didn't have many friends that I could speak to. I was alone in the house in quarantine since My sister's pretty much a generation older than me, and all my online friends, I wouldn't say toxic, but they were just different from me, and it really affected me, affected my way of thinking, and also I got into gambling at a young age. That's a funny thing to say, huh? But it really isn't funny. That traumatized me as a child. All of this led to trauma. Uh, Can I really say trauma? Since nothing really bad happened to me though, but it did affect me and my development. And I'm still wondering, what height would I be if I slept earlier every day? I wasted 4 years of development in my body, my health. I'm really regretting things here, but I really can't just mind it now, since based on what I said, I should just focus on the now and not the past. But it really just brings a peculiar thought to my head. What could I have become if I didn't do all those foolish things? And believe, I fully believe that everybody has these thoughts coming across their heads every now and then, since everybody could have been a better version of themselves every day. Like bit by bit, you could have been a better version of yourself if you did this, become more consistent. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I think that's all for now. I'm practically procrastinating now. My video's well over the limit that I should have recorded for. It's really late. I should start practicing on the stuff I need to practice on now and my assignments. That's pretty much all. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you reached it this far, then you're a real one. Please stay safe, take care of your health, and if you have any problems, please just tell me in the comment section. I know I won't pry as much as to as for details, but I'll try to understand, help you, like just a breather, like relate with you. It's like a coping mechanism. Yeah. It's just a small, you know, like so that you'd feel like someone else from another country or far away could understand you more than your friends, your family. I'll talk about it in another video. And if you think that's controversial, then I'm sorry, but it's just how I think. uh, Thank you for watching, genuinely. Please come drop by my next video, like, subscribe, and most importantly, take care of yourself. That's gonna be all for today. Goodbye, everybody.